Good evening. Thanks for joining us. It was a shocking brazen armed robbery at gunpoint, and it all unfolded inside a popular cafe in broad daylight. Sunday brunch was shattered by a violent holdup, and police are still looking for the gunman. A day after the robbery, Café du Soleil on Commercial Drive was back open for business, and that is where we find CTV's Lauren Pullen. Lauren, what do we know about this frightening holdup?
Mi-jung, no doubt, some incredibly terrifying and traumatizing moments. We actually spoke to the general manager who was here when that horrifying series of events unfolded. He tells us that every single table was full on Sunday when this all happened, when the gunmen came in. Gunmen, Mi-jung, that are still on the loose. The general manager recounts a terrifying scene. He didn't want to go on camera, but says he was in the kitchen when he saw two men armed with guns enter the cafe and yell, "Get down, everyone on the floor."
Extremely alarming. Sunday morning, restaurant full of people having Sunday brunch. Two armed men with guns barged into the restaurant, pointed their guns at people, ordered people to get on the ground, and committed a violent robbery.
It lasted mere minutes. Police say one staff member was physically assaulted. The GM tells us a gun was pressed against a staff member's head, leaving a bruise behind his ear, and a gun was pointed in his face too. He says the gunman demanded cell phones, wallets, and valuables from the diners. Police say the cell phones were tossed a short time later. VPD says this was a targeted attack, that the gunmen, who were disguised and concealed their identity, had a plan and motive to rob the cafe. While it was back to business today, diners are in disbelief.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. It kind of makes you, want to keep your head on a swivel sort of thing and just kind of be aware of at all times.
It is a little alarming, a little surprising, I'd say, but I don't live my life in fear.
Business owners in the area tell CTV News they're on edge too.
Such a violent robbery, such a violent takeover style robbery. It's extremely concerning for public safety, and we want to arrest these people as soon as we can.
VPD Major Crimes is combing through evidence to try and identify the two men so they can be tracked down and arrested. And perhaps a small silver lining and sign of camaraderie and compassion. The GM says even though his customers were robbed, they still left behind whatever money they had left to cover their meals.